Welcome back to G-Ball Vision, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have an exciting unboxing to dig into coming in from Holtzman's. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you. I release new knife and EDC content every single day. Make sure you ring the little bell and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push these videos out there so more people have a chance to check them out. Let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down there in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you are carrying for the day. So this is cool. Interestingly enough, we checked out a Holtzman. Now, whether you've seen that video or not, I don't know, but I checked out a Holtzman a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if the video's been released. And a couple weeks later, Holtzman's hit me up and asked me if I'd be interested in checking out one of their other knives. And I said, funny enough, I just recently checked one out. And it's really well done. So I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to take a look. And here we go. It comes nicely organized with a lot of different accessories. Let's get all this stuff out of here. We have a maintenance tool there. We have a keychain lanyard type of deal, pocket clip, tech lock or tech style lock. We have our sheath here with some paracord, and then we have our knife here, and then we also have a ferrocerium rod there as well. So a very nice kind of gift set, if you will. So let's clear some of this stuff off or move it to the side, and let's get to the main star of the show here. This is going to be our knife right there. Now, I will have Holtzman's website link down below, as well as, I believe, some Amazon links to Holtzman's stuff. And this is the one I decided to have them send me right here because I thought it would be a good addition or a good option for kind of that EDC companion classification here, because this is not a large fixed blade, but I knew by the dimensions of the handle it'd be a little smaller than something that'll fill out my entire hand. But there are definitely cases where I enjoy having a fixed blade of this size, kind of that Candiru Isola type size where you're only going to get about 3 fingers on it, but you got a nice amount of blade here. It's going to be coming in D2 steel. We have a nice PVD coating here. They put a little bit of oil on there just to protect that finish. Got the Holtzman logo there, which I really like. The Holtzman logo looks good. We have a little bit of jimping here on the spine. And then we have stacked G10 handles here. We have blue, dark blue G10 underneath this black G10, and it does have some really nice texturing. We have a little lanyard hole back here for the lanyard fans. And I just now am realizing if you really want to choke up on this thing, you can kind of ride that pointer finger up there just below the edge. If you're doing something casual, you're not getting into something that's real dense. If you just need a little bit of added control, you could cheat up there and actually get all 4 fingers on this thing. Before we go too much further, let's go ahead and get a measurement on this. So we are going to be looking at about a 3-inch blade there, about 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and then we're right about that 6-inch mark overall. So if my memory serves, it's going to be right around the Isola, maybe a little bit smaller. I would say possibly right in between the Candiru and the Isola. Now, this is packed with a bunch of features from Holtzman's. Now, it does come with a pancake style sheath. A pancake style sheath. It does have a diamond sharpener on the one side. And then you have the option for your ferro rod here. You can take it or leave it. That is not your ferro rod. This is your ferro rod. And testing out the other Holtzman that I have, I actually tested my ferro rod out and it worked perfectly fine. It worked very well. You have a paracord lanyard here that you can use for neck carry if you want. You could take it off and make a little lanyard out of it if you wanted to. You also have the option of taking that off, the paracord, and putting the chain on here if you wanted. So they give you several different options in ways to carry this knife. You got 2 different ways to carry it on the neck. You also have a textile lock here, which is going to help you or aid you in carrying this in a scout style manner, or you could also use this for vertical carry. That is going to be for on the belt specifically, or if you want to go a little bit more minimal, which is this is what I put on my other Holtzman here, was this pocket clip. And then you can slide this over a belt. You can slide it down in a pocket. And if you want to make it a little bit more minimal, you can pop off the ferrocerium rod if you wanted to and kind of trim this up a little bit. It depends on what your idea for the knife is, what your intention is. If you're using this more for a companion outdoor fixed blade, then I would definitely leave it on there. Maybe not as your primary ferrocerium rod or your primary fire starting method, right? But to have a ferrocerium rod with you as like kind of a secondary measure, you know, if this is your backup to your primary ferro rod or your lighter, it's a good option and something good to have with you. To be able to start a fire anytime, anywhere, if need be, is something that cannot be overlooked. As far as the sheath goes, there's good retention on the sheath here. Nice positive snap. You have this little area here, perfect for a thumb ramp, and you are basically, when you pull this knife out of the sheath, you are in your final grip there. You don't have to change around a whole lot, which is something I really like. Some sheaths come up a little too high, but in the case of this one, as soon as you pull it out, you are ready to rock and roll, and then a nice positive click back into the sheath. And these are going to be very, very well priced. I don't want to say off the top of my head exactly what it is, but when I was looking through, a lot of this type of fixed blade that they offer comes in between, let's just say, like 40 and 60 bucks. And I think this one was right around 50. And to get, you know, a fixed blade in D2 with all those, you know, accoutrements that you get plus the ferro rod, that's a pretty solid deal right there. Now in the future, I will do a another video on both of the fixed blades that we got in from Holtzman. I believe there should be also a folding knife coming from Holtzman at some point as well. I told him I'd love to check out one of their folders as well. Holtzman is a company that's fairly new to me. I heard of them because of BattleBox, believe it or not, and that's how I found out about Holtzman. But they seem like a really solid company, and it seems like they make some really solid knives as well. This has a nice edge on it, especially if you're paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah, very good, very nice little edge on there. Definitely could hone it up and get it even, you know, screaming sharp, but cutting up that telephone book paper is no easy feat. But yeah, I'm excited about linking up with Holtzman and getting to check out some of their fixed blades. This is really cool, really solid right here. You know, I'm a big fan, like I said, of fixed blades in this size range, the Candiru, the Azola, and there's some others as well. But when we're talking about those fixed blades, those are going to be substantially more expensive than this knife here. Is about double, maybe even triple in some cases, depending on where, when, and what setup you get from, you know, Essie or whatever company it is that has the knife. But mainly Essie I'm referring to here. You know, like the Candiru and the Ozola, fantastic knives, but you're also going to pay $80, $90, $100+ on that fixed blade, and you'll get the fixed blade and you'll get a sheath with it, but that's pretty much the extent of what you get. And I think they offer I forget what they offer with those as far as being able to carry it. But that's one thing I really like about Holtzman is they give you a lot of options. They don't just stick you with a tech lock and that's it, or just a neck carry and that's it. You know, the two different types of neck carry, the tech lock, which can be done vertically or horizontally on a belt, or you have the pocket clip. I like the amount of options that they give with it. One thing I'd love to see from Holtzman in the future, and it's something I'll have to talk to the owner about, I would love to see the same exact design in a very minimalist type of form. So basically this flange here basically be gone. You know, offer a nice set of eyelets over here, because this sheath could be shrank down quite a bit. And I think that would make this even more enticing to some knife buyers out there, right? You know, somebody who wants something very slim, very minimal, and that would be even more ideal for a neck type of carry. If you're putting this on your belt or in the pocket or something like that, it don't really matter a whole lot, this extra width right here. When you're putting a fixed blade in your pocket, you're pretty much saying, I'm designating this knife and this pocket here, you know, and you're not going to be putting a bunch of other stuff in there. So in that case, you know, that this is going to be just fine. But with that being said, I'd love to see, you know, they're definitely a fan of giving options. I'd like to see options with the sheath as well. Either, you know, a whole setup that comes with a slimmer sheath, or when you're checking out, the option to pick a different sheath, right? And basically all that would be is just reforming this same knife just in a smaller print. That would be absolutely 100% something I would be behind for an EDC fixed blade. Now, this is more of a crossover here as far as, you know, the intention behind it. An EDC, something you can keep with you, companion style fixed blade. That's exactly, you know, what this is going for. You'll have to let me know. Do you have any experience with Holtzman? What do you think of the new EDC fixed blade here? Love hearing from you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, I release new knife and EDC content every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.